Hey, KOG here. You guys know me. I usually do reactions, but I thought I'll do something different this time. Whenever I try to react to something, I type in like K-pop or things like that, and then I've been seeing this for like decades, like the toxic K-pop culture and all that stuff. So I'm going to break down uh, what it actually is, because a lot of it is just ignorance and some of it is just true and whatever. So let just hear me out. Now, today we're going to talk about how they are overworked, enslaved, and abused. So, whew. Now, the latest, uh, it's been a while, but for example, like beginning of this year, a girl named KG sue JYP, right? JYP Entertainment for abuse, lack of sleep, just too much work, not enough food. It's just abuse and how evil they are. And the thing is, JYP is one of the nicer, uh, yeah, K-pop entertainment company in Korea. So, hmm. So let's watch this first. This is just a random girl at 5 in the morning.
시가 되기 전 보이는 벌써 일어나 있다. 보이의 수면 시간은 하루 3, 4시간 정도. 건강을 생각하면 조금 무리한 일정이지만 일정한 공부 생활 습관을 몸에 익게 하기 위해 잠을 줄여 새벽 시간을 공부에 활용한다.
이 시간에 일하는 사람은 보이잖아요. 뭐 안 느껴?
Now, that's just nuts. Sleeping 3 to 4 hours a day is not healthy. It's not a stretch considering her health. No, it's just nuts. But this is not actually crazy because this is what happens in Korea. If you're trying to become somebody or get ahead and go to good school, for example, sleeping 4 to 5 hours a day is normal. So she's trying to up that by sleeping only 3 to 4 hours. And this is normal. I have 2 kids who already finished their college thing. Thankfully, they did fine. But the thing is, they would wake up early in the morning, they go to school, and then after school, there's the college prep courses, institutes, in-school night study thingies, and they will go to sleep at 1 or 2, and then they will wake up like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and go to school again. Every day. They will study during the vacations because they were happier during vacations because they get to go to more college prep courses. And that's just how it is. So what I'm saying is, it's not the K-pop thing. It's a toxic Korean thing. This is how it is. That's all there's to it. Now, someone like KG, I think she knew when she came into K-pop that it's going to be tough and it's so crazy tough and just, nutty. But knowing it with your head and experiencing is different. And if you had your children sleep only 3 to 4 hours a day, so I could, and forced her to study so that she would go to a good school, I think you might go to jail, right, for abuse. But not so in Korea. It's just a very competitive society. And it's same for going to good companies like Samsung or whatever. Yeah, it's just, and when you get there, and if you want to, stay on the top and head of the crowd within, for example, Samsung or Hyundai or LG, they probably are working during the weekends and late nights. And yeah, not much of a life. And that's just how it is in Korea. And that's the culture of Korea. Now, I believe there will be more cases for foreign, non-Korean K-pop artists to have problem being a trainee or being able to survive this thing because it's just too tough, man. It's just culturally, you're thinking, you just feel like, oh my God, this is BS. This is, this is abuse. But if you think about it, in Korea, it's normal because you might be a K-pop artist, or you could be a student, or you could be someone who go to Samsung. They're all overworked. They're all not sleeping much. And that's just how it is. Now, is this right, wrong, whatever? I'm sure many Western, non-Korean, let's say, people might say, yeah, it's wrong, man. It's just, Korea is toxic. And I guess it's just different perspectives, I think. Korea was so, even my own father's father generation, they knew starvation. Literally went through starvations. More so in my grandparents' time when Korea was occupied by Japan. It was just worse. He ran away to Manchuria, so it just, and the Korean War, Korea was one of the most poorest country in the world. It was just tough. And Korea has no oil, no minerals. We don't even have much farmland. It's like 70% of Korea is like mountainous. So, and at certain point, Korea people as a totality figured out, you know what? I can't take this anymore. We want to get ahead of others. And so that's what they did. And that's what they do now. I know there's a lot of negativity. However, I think you guys, I hope people understand the Korean mentality. Because, in English, we say blood, sweat, and tears, right? And sweat and tears, it's just hard work and pain, right? But blood comes first before, sweat and tears. And blood is not hard work. It means, I believe, sacrifice. The Koreans just feel like they have nothing to sacrifice, They don't have anything. And they were sick and tired of being poor or being invaded by or taken over or whatever. So, for Koreans, I hope you guys, I just give you a little insight into Korean psyche, is that they believe sacrifice is essential to get ahead in life. And they're willing to sacrifice themselves. So, yeah, it might look like it's a toxic culture. Is it really toxic? Is it bad? How bad is it? I guess I shouldn't be the one to judge, but I think those people who keep pointing at Korean culture and K-pop and whatever, they should stop pointing their fingers either, because Korea is the only country in history ever to become a developed country who did not invade, colonize other people and other lands. That's just the truth. It just Korea became a developed country by itself without taking other people's stuff. So something had to give, and it's usually themselves. And they got here. How Korea is going to change in the future, I don't know. But I think it's a little too much. But I have a respect for where they're coming from and the amount of work they're willing to put in. That's why, you know, the esports, there's so many different fields where they just go all out. They don't care, you know, to make it work. They're willing to do anything. So I hope you guys gained an insight into this thing. I'll continue this series with the other so-called toxic things people talk about K-pop. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.